Feels weird on the weekends. That's a thing. Yeah. Hello, David. It's a fine, semi-warm afternoon here in beautiful Ithaca. Some might say it's gorgeous. Puns. And let's do this. First, I'd like to recap my last weekends because it was pretty full. Namely Saturday. So Saturday was homecoming, and I'm in the marching band still, so we had a pretty intensive day. They started at 8 a.m., and I started out looking like this, and quickly ended up looking like this. It rains a lot here. But we persisted. We performed at the halftime show in monsoon-like conditions. Then we sat in the stands in monsoon-like conditions, and we played for all those who dared to stay. Big Red came out on top, 45-13. It was an overall fun experience looking back, although not quite fun in the rain. But from there, I went straight to a concert, and I was not enjoying the concerts, I was working the concert. So I acted as security for these guys. And I stopped a lot of drunk people from getting backstage. I also lived my life stream of becoming a roadie. We worked until 4 in the morning. So that was my last weekend. And let's get to the review, shall we? Oh, also, we've added posters now. This is Notorious B.I.G. smoking something. And there's also Jack Daniels poster. Yay, college. So last week you showed me Mogwai, the close relative, although not close at all, of the Mowglis. And they are quite an ambient sound. It kind of sounds like, I don't even know. It's just background thinking music, you know? It's something that you could just start playing and just like let it go for hours and hours, and it kind of just builds and builds and builds. It's interesting, although some of it seemed monotonous, but on the whole, it was strangely entertaining. Like you would play it, and then like you'd forget you were listening to it altogether, and you would just enjoy it that way. It's like sleeping with a textbook under your pillow, so that the information will get to your brain through osmosis. How I studied through most of high school. We'll see if that works here. But yeah. So I think all in all, they are a nice background music bands group, or whatever you'd like to call them. But they're interesting. Thank you for that. And this ambient noise has brought us to this week's recommendation, which is not a band, it's not an album, it's not a group, but it's a musical piece. And that piece is none other than Steve Reich's Music for 18 Musicians. Music for 18 Musicians? What's that? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Music for 18 musicians. These musicians play mostly mallets and pianos, but there's a few vocalists involved, and it's in a similar vein to Mogwai, in that it's really ambient music. So it's classified as a modernist piece, which modernist, you can sum them up as minimalist. So the cool thing about this piece is that it's 12 movements long, and every single movement is only one chord. And you might be thinking, well, how's that possible? It sounds pretty boring. But no, it's actually extremely entertaining and kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. Because, like, these people are playing syncopated rhythms over and over and over again, and, like, they switch the notes of the chords so that what was on top is now on bottom, and it sounds like something so different. And then they just seamlessly move into the next movement, which is the next chord, and, like, you lose track of what's what. Really helps you question life while you're doing Calc 2 homework. Calc 2. So there are a few versions of Steve Reich's music for AT musicians, and I'll link one of the live ones down there in the whatchamacallit and so and such, and yeah, I hope you find an hour of time to listen to the entire thing. If not, I'm sure just a few movements will be suffice. Yeah, so that's it. News in the world of Jordan. There are no holes filling with stuff here, or at least I hope not. My air conditioning doesn't work, so that's a thing, but I'm sure it's not too important. I'm receiving regular care packages from home, so that's good. Next week, I have 2 prelims in the same day. One is Calc 2, and the other is Ecology. Yay! If you see Miss Green, tell her I said hi, please, because she's the best. This weekend, I'm going on a team building event out into the middle of the woods for the biology scholars group, and I hope to not fall into a gorge. That's about it. Now enjoy something I've recorded.